Welcome back. All right, Beth just put her pepperoni
Yo, it's pepperoni pizza dip
in the oven. And now we're going to get to know Dr. Barbecue. If you don't already know Dr. Barbecue, and how did you become a doctor of barbecue?
Technically, I'm pre-med.
You're pre-med. I'm a PhD of barbecue, not a medical doctor of barbecue.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so you, but I love your story. I mean, you turned your passion into your career.
True. Barbecue was my hobby for 20 years, and I was in the trucking business in Chicago. And it just came to an end. It was just time to do something different. And I said, well, I'm going to be a barbecue spokesman. The job didn't really exist back then.
You created it.
Well, I like to think so. But barbecue also grew up around me. You know, barbecue's become such a big deal.
It's a category.
Right, and I just happened to be one of the old guys that was standing around. So, you know, it worked out
And
real well for
he
me.
already saw you and said, I've got an idea.
He actually has, I've heard him say that. He's actually a friend of mine, and he actually has said that. First time I met him, we both looked like we look, and kind of looked at each other like, well, that's a good look.
Mom separated us at birth. What happened?
Someone asked me if I get mistaken for his father.
No. Okay, so you're going to do the second recipe we're going to do in a little bit, but this segment we want to do, what are we cooking up here?
Yeah, this is one that we did a couple weeks ago. We're going around the country doing this a lot of places. So Beth did the Penn State recipe. I'm going to show you the Buckeye recipe in a second. This is the one that I just wanted to share. It's really a good one. This is the Oklahoma recipe, Steakhouse Nachos.
Listen, you had me at nacho, but Steakhouse nacho.
Well, yeah, everybody likes nachos. It's perfect tailgate food. But I thought, okay, I'm going to make them kind of taste like a steak. So what I've got here is mushrooms and onions and garlic sauteed in olive oil with a little bit of steak seasoning. Okay, that makes sense. This is Heinz 57. Good steakhouse ingredient. We'll make that for our sauce. And Lee and Parents, another good steakhouse ingredient.
This already,
So, you know, it kind of makes sense. It's all kind of got, you can smell it. It's got that kind of steak. I mean, this would be a great topping to put on top of a nice steak. So,
or a potato.
Well, that's true. Or just eat it with a spoon.
Anything.
or some nachos.
That's right.
Really good.
So I'm going to start by putting this. No, I'm going to put the meat first. I'm sorry, this goes last. But I wanted to get my ingredients in there. This is ground sirloin. Use some good quality ground sirloin. And I mixed it up with steakhouse seasoning. Just some steak
so again,
seasoning.
just to get that in.
Yeah, but get some good quality ground beef. So now I got to my chips. Let me put a few more in there. On the border tortilla chips.
See, this is what turns it into the tailgate, right?
Yep. So it's, you know, it's regular old tailgate food, but wait till you taste these. Okay, so I'm going to take a bunch of the ground sirloin with the steak seasoning on it. All right, kind of looks like nachos, but it's not going to taste like a regular nacho at all. Now I'm going to put some Cheez-Its. Well, okay, cheese for nachos, of course, but this is the Steakhouse nacho. So I'm going to start with blue cheese.
Right, because we are a class joint.
Right, but a very much of a steakhouse kind of ingredient. And I'm going to cheat and add a little Parmesan. Not really a steakhouse ingredient, but it's going to be good on there. I wanted to put an extra cheese.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Give the paddles.
This went over.
Clear.
This went
Yeah,
over.
now you're hanging with me.
This is the problem that I have on this tour. It's a lot of really good food.
Yeah, my recipes and bets are different sometimes. All right, so here's my onions and mushrooms. This is vegetables. See?
Absolutely.
Vegetables. Mushrooms and onions and garlic with Heinz 57 and Lee and Parents, all sauteed up. Nice nacho topping.
Don't you like the big bowl too?
OMG.
Right in.
Look at how I'm getting from hanging out with Beth. And just a little bit of green onion on top to make it look pretty.
That's
See,
right.
Beth is becoming a good influence on me.
Need a little green on there. Very pretty.
So that's it. I mean, it looks just like nachos, but when do you taste them? Does not taste like nachos at all.
Put it underneath here so you can see. Oh my gosh, it does. It looks epic.
You smell it? It smells like you're getting ready to have a steak dinner.
It smells good. It looks good. So when you create a dip, you know, a Manly Man barbecue, what do you think? Oh, I want to be inspired in this case by, you know, a steakhouse, or how do you do what you do?
You know, if there's a gift, it's coming up with the idea of steakhouse nachos. You know, if I told you make some steakhouse nachos, or Beth, or a lot of people that I know, you could do it. It's the coming up with the crazy idea to do it. You know, often I'll start with bacon.
Right.
You know, that's a good place to generally start a new recipe. But
You're
seriously,
speaking our language, yeah.
And
but you know, the idea is you start there and then build from there.
We were lucky because we had the colleges to really base these off of, in the towns, and all the
What they
towns
like
have
to
kind
eat.
of have something, you know, in their region that's, you know, it's a regional kind of idea. So
So and then let's explain the idea. Then you guys go, let's say, to Ohio State, and you make one of your signature dishes for
That's
this,
right.
and you make one, and then do you guys compete during the actual thing, or how does it work
Sort
at
of.
the event?
What we do, we'll be out at 3 Sam's Clubs this week. I don't have the addresses with me. You got them, I'm sure. We'll be there at 3 different Sam's Clubs, and we'll stand out there and we'll hand out little samples of both recipes all day. Everybody can try. Once an hour, 3 lucky people get to sit down and judge a nice portion of both, and they get to decide whose they like better.
Right.
Now, you guys have been keeping score. Who's winning so far? Any idea?
Oh, for against our recipes against each other, we haven't really been keeping score there. We keep score in each town. Which one of the
Gotcha.
rivalry recipes is the winner for that particular? And it pretty much always is, you know, that town's school's recipe.
They vote
Funny
for
how
it.
that works. Huh?
That's
they
right.
won't. They really won't deviate from that usually.
So, how long you going to do this through the whole football season? Talk about
Through the whole football season, we end this in Pasadena at the BCS championship. And
This is exciting. We do want to tell you about that. You can participate in this if you've got an idea. Is it a tailgate recipe they need to submit?
they need to submit a tailgate recipe, right?
Okay, and these two are the judges. I mean, they are connoisseurs now after all this traveling around and
Yeah.
tasting. And but if you've got an idea, you can submit it at the cook-off to kickoff, cook-off before kickoff, and they'll judge it, right? You guys will
right,
judge
we'll
it.
judge it.
What do you